Yes, people. What's going on? Seagull Talks Football. We're back again with another video. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed that game. Arsenal just beat AC Milan 1-0 in regular time in the preseason friendly, and then lost the penalty shootout 5-6, as Kepa Arrizabalaga saved at least, what was it, 3 or 4 penalties right there, and we just couldn't finish our dinner with our penalties ourselves, to be fair. As for the overall game, we're going to get into it. We're going to speak a little bit about the overall game and start with the starting 11 and everything else from there. But hope everyone's doing well. Hope everyone enjoyed Arsenal's first competitive preseason game. I thought it was exactly what it is. It's a friendly, and I thought it wasn't competitive at all. I thought at times it was just for fitness. And AC Milan, we really made AC Milan look very average. They didn't even give us a sniff, especially with the overall chances. I can't remember too many chances AC Milan had. This was a very poor quality game from both sides, to be fair, but we peppered their goal. From their side, to be fair, we peppered their goal. We had 23 shots, 9 shots on target, one very big chance which we ended up scoring from. You can see here all the penalties that were missed. It's kind of unfortunate that our captain starts us off with a miss for the penalty shootout. But before we go any further, let me just 1 second. 1 second. Maha. Maha, everyone woke up. Guys, sorry about that. We never know what's going to happen in this house now that I got a little one. Anyways, overall, wasn't a great game. Was not a great game. Let's quickly talk about it. Starting 11, and we'll talk about each player before we get out of here. First of all, David Raya wasn't really involved. He barely had to do anything. Look at that. No saves at all. Zinchenko in his 45 minutes, not really memorable. Not really memorable at all. Didn't really have to do much. Didn't really remember what he did. Calafiori looked solid. Saliba had to do a lot of defensive work, as he was one of the guys coming back. Last-ditch tackles, recovery runs. Just literally at sometimes just stopping the opponent with just his own aura, literally, nothing else. And I thought Ben White was quite good on the overlap. He looked solid. I think that Norgard was getting a lot of criticism online. I don't know exactly why. I think people need to stop with the Norgard criticism. He didn't do anything wrong. He had himself a solid overall performance. 88 pass accuracy. Like, he misplaced 4 passes the whole game. So I don't get what people were really upset about him for. Declan Rice doing Declan Rice things. Martinelli really frustrated people, and we're going to talk about Martinelli in a second. I thought Ethan was outstanding. His close control in tight spaces, he did really good in that 45-minute cameo that he had. Bukayo Saka played around 66 minutes, and he got the goal. He also had another earlier chance, which I think was ruled offside, or the referee stopped it for some reason. Kai Havertz, didn't really notice him throughout the game as much. I thought he had a calm game. Didn't get too many chances. Didn't get too many opportunities. We'll see what happens if he can continue to try to fight for that place, as Victor Gyökeres is coming in through the door. As for the rest of the guys, Kepa Arrizabalaga saved so many penalties. Does it tell you how many penalties he saved on here? No, it doesn't. The pass for Bukayo Saka came from Kivior. It was a really good cross. As for Miles Skelly doing what Miles Skelly does, Martin Odegaard, another shaky performance for Martin Odegaard. Hopefully he can get himself going. I thought Martin Zubimendi was really solid. We're going to talk about him in a second, and Leandro Trossard. But before we go any further, please do hit that like button. Please do hit that subscribe button. And let's speak about Martin Zubimendi's performance. Let me know what you guys thought about Martin Zubimendi's performance in the comment section. I thought Martin Zubimendi, first thing he did when he first came on the ball, first touch, first moment he gets onto the ball, I felt like he was looking to make a difference right away, where other people, they're kind of like just making the easy pass. First touch, I think he played the ball into Miles Lewis-Skelly in the box. And from there, Miles Lewis-Skelly had an opportunity to try to slip it in or doing something else from there, but it didn't lead to anything. I got so many people trying to distract me in the middle of this video. It's actually ridiculous. It's getting ridiculous. What's going on? Stop calling me. But yeah, so that was the situation with Zubimendi. I thought Zubimendi was really good, actually, to be fair, in the short cameo that he had. I'm very excited to see what he can bring to the table. Just what some of these people were saying. Some of the people were saying he was a fantastic. Some people saying he looked good. He was our best midfielder. He made decisive forward-thinking passes, 100%. Some people are going to say downgrade on Partey. I'm pretty sure you don't want Partey right now. I don't know why you're even mentioning him in the chat. What is Gonto say? So what you're saying is Arsenal rely on Saka again for a new season? No, we haven't. What are you talking about? Saka scored the goal today, but of course we were the much better team. We just didn't finish our dinner, and we're going to talk about some of the other players in a second. You need Eze to put pressure on Odegaard and take his spot. Sadly, Arteta made him captain. We'll see. I don't think he's the real captain. Declan Rice seems to be more of a captain to me based on the qualities that he has as a person. This is a preseason game. We won, so relax. I'm relaxed. I'm chilling. I thought that was a very chill game overall. We could have been a little bit better in certain key areas, but we are analyzing the game. It's not like we're gonna just sit here and start saying kumbaya and all dancy and lovey-dovey and everything. Next, I thought Norgard was a conversation needed to be had also. I thought some people were critical of Norgard. I thought he was solid. I thought he was a decent player. I thought he played well today. I thought he did what he needed to do. Did not misplace too many passes. Very comfortable in possession, and defensively, he was also making a lot of recovery runs. And his defensive actions, he was always in the right position at the right time. He might be 31 years old, but he does look like he is able to get around, and he's a lot more mobile than what we had in Jorginho last season. So I'm quite excited about seeing what Norgard has to bring to the table. Let me know your thoughts on Norgard in the comment section, or if you're watching this on the playback. And what else is there that we need to discuss? Next, we're gonna discuss some of the youngsters. I thought some of the youngsters were really, really exciting to watch, and I thought they played well, and especially with Ethan. Ethan made some of these guys, some of these old players at AC Milan look silly. Like that half turn, that half turn where he made the player look silly. That was on the sideline. That was very impressive. But overall, the Miles Lewis-Kellys, the Max Daumans, the Josh Nichols, these guys, they all got an opportunity to come on. And the two players that stood out for me were obviously none other than Max Dauman and Ethan. First of all, Max Dauman's little cameo, that little bit of time that he played as a 17-year-old, the composure. Sorry, he's not even 17, he's 15, right? How old is Max Dauman? I can't even remember. How young is this guy? How young is this guy? He's unreal. Bright future ahead of him. I can't wait to see more from him. I don't know how much he's going to get game time throughout the season, especially in the cups. But be it 15, be it 16, however old he is, he was outstanding. And I just hope to see more from Max Dauman in the years to come, in the weeks to come, in the months to come, and in the next couple of days. Hopefully, we see more from these youngsters in the preseason, because I thought that was really, really impressive from them specifically. As for the overall performance in the game, who else could we really speak about? I felt like there's only a handful of people you could really speak about and you could really give appreciation to. Hey, I guess we lifted the trophy, even though we lost the penalty shootout, we lifted the trophy. Fair play. We can speak about the penalty shootout in a second. In the penalty shootout, 1, 2, 3, 4 penalties were missed. 4 penalties were missed in the penalty shootout, and one of the penalties was missed from Martin Odegaard. I'm just going to say it now. I don't want to see Martin Odegaard on penalty duties next season. The penalty should be going through either Gyökeres or Saka. And more likely than not, it should be going through Gyökeres. We should not be seeing Martin Odegaard on penalty duties. In my opinion, we already know Reece Nelson is not going to be taking penalties. We already know Kivior is not going to be taking penalties. And those are the guys who missed, including the youngster Salman who missed at the end. But he's an under-18s player. Under 18s player taking penalties in this kind of penalty shootout, you're going to have a lot of pressure on you. No coincidence. Sometimes you're going to miss those. So fair play to the youngsters, but the senior pros, that's what I need to say about that. As for what needs to be said about the rest of the boys, guys, there is a serious concern that I have, if I say so the least, if I say so myself. And this is a concern about these two, Leandro Trossard and Martinelli. What do we do with Leandro Trossard and Martinelli? We need to make one of them a backup if we can. If we can, we need to make one of them a backup. We need to make one of them. Specifically, I would make Martinelli a backup, and I would try to sell Trossard, because I think Trossard is more of a sellable asset, where Martinelli, we really are going to be asking for a lot of money, and I think it's doubtful that we get the money from Martinelli. Just to show you guys a little bit of reporting on what is being said right now about the two of them. What's being said is that you got people online saying that we need a left winger, man. Genuinely, I don't want to see our current wingers be our starters next season. And you even have people saying to the level where they might have been harsh on Madueke, as they cannot stand Martinelli. In this game alone, you had the frustrations of the fan base watching Martinelli and Trossard once again. And in that time when Martinelli was on the pitch, he had one shot. He had a total of 19 touches. He did not have a successful cross, and I think he only had he only passed the ball 8 times, and 2 of them were misplaced. So the whole time he was on the pitch, I felt like every time he had the ball, he was trying to make something happen, but nothing was coming off, and it was very frustrating to watch. As for Leandro Trossard, he hit the bar a couple of times. He had a couple of shots on target. He was way more involved, but I just feel like he's just as frustrating, because we know he's a better finisher. We know that he's a better overall player than Martinelli, but he's also older, and I think we would be able to get a decent fee in return for Trossard right now, where Martinelli, I just don't know if there's a market for him. I just don't see there to be a market for him. And if we can get Eze, who can come in and also play in the 10 and also play in the left wing, that will massively help Arsenal, and we should just get that done instead of stressing ourselves out in the foreseeable future by playing Trossard and Martinelli as our main starters. That would just annoy the life out of me, and hopefully we can bring in somebody else, because I don't want to see Madueke as the starter either. Overall, it's just, we just made that game look very simple, and it would have just been a little bit more simpler if we had somebody who could finish off our dinner in the final third. But hey, once again, it's a preseason game. Once again, we're starving for somebody to step up and score a goal, and the person who steps up and scores the goal is none other than Bukayo Saka. Hopefully next season we don't only have Bukayo Saka stepping up and scoring goals now that we signed Victor Gyökeres, and hopefully we can go and get another winger or somebody who can play on the left wing to benefit us massively going forward, because our attack, I still feel like, is not good enough. Now, don't get me wrong, Gyökeres is a baller, but we still need one more. We're so dependent on Saka and only Saka at times that we need more. Gyökeres is going to be a G for us, but we still need more. Sell Havertz. His story is ass to FC Cologne. You know what? If we could sell Havertz, I would, but I don't think that's going to happen. Havertz is going to be like a backup. Leao was cooking at AC Milan in 2022, 2023. You know something? Today's match showed me why Leao is not going anywhere. Leao is ass. Leao is not that good. Let's keep it 100. People are gassing up Leao. Leao is not that good. We watched that man for that. We watched that man for those for the in that. We watched that man today, and he was poor, to say so myself. I thought he was poor. I did not think he was that good. I thought you could have watched him. You could have watched him in that time and just said to yourself, besides a couple of tricks and flicks, what was he really doing? What was he really bringing to the table? I don't think he brought too much to the table, in my opinion. I thought he was overall one of the more inconsistent players throughout the game. There would be moments where he looked like he was going to finally threaten us and get into goal, and he didn't really bring nothing into the final third. Every time he got into the final third, it was either a poor shot or he dribbled the ball out of play. So I'm not really convinced that Rafael Leao is this great player that Arsenal should go sign or Arsenal should go get. I don't think he's that impressive, in my opinion. Personally, I would stay clear from him. I don't think Rafael Leao brings any massive improvement to our team. Let me know what you guys think, though, because in my opinion, he's not that guy. He's not that guy. Maybe you think he's better than what we have, but to me, it just seems like more of the same of what we already have in the building. That's pretty much what it seems like to me. More of the same of what we have. And there you go. Let's see if there's any more photos or any more stuff that we could see from this game. That's pretty much it, ladies and gentlemen. Doesn't seem like there's too much more going on. Overall, though, if I'm going to do a player rating, let me find the player ratings. Player ratings, Arsenal. Is there player ratings? No, there doesn't seem to be no player ratings. I type in player ratings, it goes to FIFA. You know what? I'm not even going to give a player ratings for this game. It was such an average performance. But yeah, we'll look into it, and we'll probably come back again with another video in the foreseeable future. For now, I'll bid you guys adieu. The guys who I thought were good and the guys who I thought were so, Raya didn't have to do anything. Zinchenko didn't look that good. Calafiori, Saliba, Ben White looked all right. Declan Rice, Norgard looked all right. Ethan and Saka looked really good. Saliba looked really good also. Havertz, all right. Martinelli, quite poor. Kepa looked really good. Kivior looked really good. Mazu Skelly was all right. Martin Odegaard was a little bit poor. Martin Zubimendi was outstanding. One of the favorites in this game that I enjoyed watching. Leandro Trossard was all right. Josh Nicholas was all right. You know who impressed me, actually? Reece Nelson. Reece Nelson came on, and in the short time that Reece Nelson was on the pitch, he did as much or more than both Trossard and Martinelli. Like, he was on the pitch for 11 minutes. He had 2 shots on target. He created 2 chances also, and he was even doing defensive work. So I'll give it up to Reece Nelson. He put in a shift for those 11 minutes that he played. He did do a decent little bit of work right there. So you got to give it up to him. And Mikel Moreno had a shot also that almost went in also. So we'll wait and see. Hopefully we get a better performance in our next preseason game, which is versus Newcastle on Saturday or Sunday. What is it? Sunday at 12:30 p.m. So look out for that. 12:30 p.m. Sunday, the 27th of July. That is our next preseason game. hopefully we see what's gonna happen from here. Um, these idiots, man. I'm literally looking at this. One second, let me show you. This is what I'm looking at. I'm looking at which players actually played, so I can tell you what I think about each player. These guys are like, you're reading ratings, but you're saying that shit. Fuck off. I'm not reading nothing. Honestly, these people are idiots. Stop reading shit. Give your own opinion. You know something? If you don't want to watch my content, you don't have to watch it. Go somewhere else and watch somebody else. Because some people are just stupid. Anyways, we're out of here, people. Catch you guys the next day, and you already know what it is. Peace out, people. We will send you over to we'll send you over to Kaz's channel, as he's going to be going live very soon. And there you go. Where is it? 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 Boom. Send you over to Kaz, and you already know what it is. Have yourselves a wonderful day. Big up and peace out, guys. Wait, let me block that idiot.